Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. We are on the verge of hitting 27,000 subscribers, so let's help me get there by please liking the video down below and subscribing before we get started. But today we're going to take a look at the 2020 New Hampshire Democrat primary polls ahead of Tuesday night's primary, and then we are going to do our prediction, and we're going to also talk about how the system works, how the delegates are allocated, because it is a little bit different from Iowa, but not entirely different. So without further ado, let's get started by looking at the polls here. Now, this is a very, very big development that we are looking at in the New Hampshire primary. Bernie Sanders is maintaining his lead. However, Joe Biden, who was once leading about a month or two ago, has now fallen dramatically. He was in first place over Bernie Sanders. Now he has fallen to fifth place, tied with Pocahontas. He's below Amy Klobuchar, who's actually seen an interesting spike since the Iowa primary, which she did very poorly, and she came in fifth place. She could have done better. She could have come in third or fourth, but now she's in third place in New Hampshire after finishing in fifth place in Iowa. Very interesting development. Warren will probably be done. If she does worse than this, if Warren gets in single digits, she probably should drop out. This is a northeastern state. This is a state that she has to win, and at this rate, she might even lose her home state of Massachusetts on Super Tuesday, and if that's the case, she really needs to drop out of the race, especially because she's holding back people like Bernie Sanders that share her views. Another interesting tidbit about this is that Pete Buttigieg, who is polling in roughly fourth place, has seen a big spike. This was happening before his Iowa win, but now he's doing fairly well. Do I think Pete's going to compete in New Hampshire? Yes, it's going to probably be called a little bit later than people would have expected about a week ago. Do I think it's probably going to go to Bernie anyways? Statistics would say it would, and we're going to look at this. And there's also these candidates down here. Biden could do worse because Bloomberg is a right, and if Bloomberg is going to be spending money on New Hampshire trying to get as many votes as possible to help him propel him into a good position on Super Tuesday, saying, hey, look, I maybe have a handful of delegates, that's going to help him significantly. Also, Yang is going to be a non-factor. Tulsi Gabbard is putting all of her eggs into New Hampshire. She'd be lucky to cross the 4% mark. Tom Steyer is doing very poorly. However, Tom Steyer might win South Carolina, which is something I think we're going to be talking about over the next coming weeks, and Deval Patrick's in there. He might get 1% just because he's from a bordering state. He was governor of a bordering state of Massachusetts. And Michael Bennett's been trying to put all of his eggs into New Hampshire, but I don't believe that he's going to be able to get out of the hole he's in order to get out of basically last place. So he'll probably drop out. Now, we're probably going to see a dropout happen. You're probably going to see a massive dropout of candidates. You probably are going to see Yang potentially drop out. Well, Yang might wait for Nevada, but Tulsi might drop out. Deval Patrick and Michael Bennet very well could also drop out, if not at the end of the New Hampshire primary, probably by the end of Nevada, South Carolina, at latest Super Tuesday. By the way, Bernie up in California, that's boding well for him. There's a reason why he's actually in first place in the betting odds by far. Biden is below Bloomberg and Buttigieg for fourth place, so very interesting stuff. And how exactly does the New Hampshire primary work? Well, basically, it's a 15% threshold, but it's not for the state, it's for congressional district. There are 2 congressional districts, so it's very possible a candidate could get less than 15% and still end up winning the delegate in the state of New Hampshire. So we're going to do this right now. We are going to fill this in. I already filled out the Iowa delegates for the Iowa caucus, by the way. So basically, it's going to show what New Hampshire will have an impact on the race moving forward. Could Bernie get to first place? Could Buttigieg remain in first place if he loses the New Hampshire primary? We're about to fill this map out, and then we're going to see. So without further ado, we are going to fill out the state of New Hampshire right now based on the first ballot. Obviously, I do believe that Joe Biden is going to probably get, I would say I want to say roughly 10% of the vote. I'm going to be very, very generous to Biden and give him 12.5. I don't think he'll get that, but this is really all that the system will let me do. Obviously, Yang and Gabbard and the rest of them are going to get roughly 1 delegate or so. We'll just do that for optics. And then we have the rest of them. I believe Bernie Sanders is going to take another surge, and I think he'll do better than expected. get roughly 33%. I think Pete Buttigieg is going to be right behind him, getting 25% of the vote. That means we have 20% of the vote outstanding. I think that will be split between Warren and Klobuchar, in my opinion. Warren will probably actually do worse. I think Klobuchar is the one that's surging that will do a little bit better. However, this only takes into account the first ballot. Certain candidates will not get 15% in either district. That's probably going to be Warren, and I'm going to make a bold prediction and say Biden. I do believe that Amy Klobuchar will get enough to get 2 delegates. Obviously, Yang and Gabbard are not going to get any delegates. And then I definitely believe the rest, the 33%, will be split between Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders, therefore giving Bernie Sanders a definitive victory in the state of New Hampshire. That will give Bernie Sanders a big leg up on the competition moving forward here, as you can see. Actually, Buttigieg and Sanders are tied at 24, and yet again, Joe Biden is placing below Elizabeth Warren in 4th place. What does this show? It shows the Democrat Party has no leader. It has no leader moving forward to Nevada or South Carolina. You very well could see Biden win South Carolina. However, you never know. If Biden is polling in single digits in New Hampshire and then he dips down even more in Nevada, that's going to be very, very consequential to the Biden campaign. And I'm starting to realize back in the day when I said that Biden could be the Jeb Bush of 2020, if Biden doesn't win South Carolina, Biden very well could drop out. And if he does, that could give a big spike to Michael Bloomberg to jump ahead in the race and to do much, much better. This honestly could signal a rise of Michael Bloomberg during Super Tuesday and would take down both Bernie and Buttigieg. So maybe they do want Biden to fail. Maybe the DNC does want Biden to fail so they can get their hands on Bloomberg. Why? Because Bloomberg has the big money. Of course, they changed the rules for the debates to allow Bloomberg to get in. It was practical to do it, but at the same time, one could easily say, hey, wait a minute. They want Bloomberg to be on the debate stage so Bloomberg can bring the DNC more money. The DNC is in a lot of debt right now. The Clintons basically robbed them blind. So apparently, Michael Bloomberg very well could be that candidate that could get them the money. Michael Bloomberg could be that candidate that could outraise Donald Trump. Does this mean that Michael Bloomberg is going to be able to go out there and beat Donald Trump? I wouldn't say so. Again, Bernie Sanders supporters are not going to come out for Michael Bloomberg very much. I'm telling you that right now. The guy is a billionaire, deep pockets. Again, the guy wants to tax your soda. The guy wants to tax all kinds of stuff. And he also wants to take the guns away. Obviously, Democrats all across the board want to do that, but Michael Bloomberg is aggressively coming for the guns. That means he's not going to be able to win Texas or Georgia, the 2 key states that Democrats would need to win, in my opinion, because they're not winning the Rust Belt back. The Rust Belt is sick of the elitism that's coming out of the Democrat Party, and with Michael Bloomberg, that's just going to exacerbate the problem even more that was a problem with Hillary Clinton. So again, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot either way. And I did a video back in July where I said 10 reasons why Trump will win. Part of the reasons I did get from this article that was written at the time, and the video quality might not have been the best at the time, but honestly, looking back at it, it really does seem to make sense because Democrats are going to do one of 2 things in this election cycle. They're going to put someone like Biden or Bloomberg on the top of the ticket, or they're going to put someone like Sanders and Warren. Obviously, Warren's not going to be viable very much longer, but I think people understand and get the point now. And either way, the Democrat Party does not have a true, clear leader, and they very well could be going to a contested convention, to a brokered convention, and the Bernie people are going to be there. The Bernie people are going to be angry. When the Project Veritas guy got exposed, what he was saying, whether it was representative of the entire Bernie campaign or not, is true. Milwaukee will burn if Bernie Sanders does not get the nomination and the contested convention goes to somebody like Joe Biden or Michael Bloomberg. And those people are not going to be coming out for Joe Biden or Michael Bloomberg, whether they're going to be coming out for Donald Trump or not. So at the end of the day, this is starting to see a divide within the Democrat primary, a divide within the Democrat Party. And this is only going to help Donald Trump. This is not going to hurt Trump. The Democrats are at a complete and total disarray. No, you cannot compare these people to the 2016 Republicans, because the 2016 Republicans definitely got behind Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was the clear frontrunner after Super Tuesday, as much as the media wanted to say that he wasn't. Again, Bernie Sanders is only polling at, 25% in key states. Donald Trump was getting over 40%. I can't see Bernie Sanders getting over 40% in a whole lot of states on Super Tuesday. That includes California, except Vermont, of course. Maybe he'll do well in some of these rural states, but maybe Buttigieg could also vie for them too. So it's one of these things that we'll just have to wait and see. Pete Buttigieg has a chance to win New Hampshire. If he wins it, I'm not going to be super surprised, as I would have been a week ago. And if that's the case, we'll see what direction the Democrat Party takes, because Buttigieg is a person that could get the DNC's backing. However, Buttigieg has a problem with minority voters. So if Buttigieg wins New Hampshire and then Buttigieg comes in third or second in Nevada, don't be surprised if Barack Obama comes out and just happens to endorse Pete Buttigieg to boost his black support numbers by 20% or so he's a viable candidate, because that's what the DNC does, and that's what the DNC works. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. I do expect Bernie to win New Hampshire, but if Buttigieg wins it, I won't be surprised. Bold prediction: Biden failing, Warren failing. Klobuchar might rise a little bit, but I do not believe Klobuchar is very viable. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like this video down below and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media, join the Discord, join the subreddit, donate to the Patreon, links in description. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.